the game is basically over because of the tipped interception. But I just want to come out and flat out say it to start everything off, and I'll repeat it because I know people might come in. Doug Peterson blew this game. Look, dude, you start the entire game. You get an interception to start off the game. You score a touchdown. You force the Saints to punt, score another touchdown. Thank you, Matt Riddle. Thank you for saying that. What happened to the offense? Because I don't know. That's why I'm saying Doug Peterson is at fault for this game. Because you start off the game with an interception on the first play. You score a touchdown. You force the Saints into a 3-and-out. You get a touchdown. You force them into another 3-and-out again. Nick Foles throws an interception. Ill-advised, under pressure. Wasn't a good play, but that's not all on Doug Peterson, right? Of course. But it comes down to now. We're here in, towards the end of the game. Doug Peterson brought us to this game? Sure, man. Because listen, you're winning 14-0. Your defense is holding the Saints that now, off of an interception, off of a 4th down conversion that they got off of a fake punt. Now they're coming to you, scoring points. What does Doug do? Never at all did he make any sort of change to get us more points. You scored on the first 2 possessions of the game, and then nothing after that. Like, who's at blame for that? Definitely isn't the defense for holding the Saints to 20 points. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me. What happened to the defense holding them to short drives? Okay, at the end of the day, when you hold the Saints to 20 points, that's a good, you did a good job, okay? For who the Saints are. When you, as an offense, don't score anything after your first 2 drives, and you get the ball back to start off the second quarter, and you get the ball right before halftime, and you can't even get a point, offense and Foles choked big time. The defense played their asses off. Nick Foles today showed everybody that the magic runs out and that he is not as good as we claim him to be. He's a great quarterback. He's a great guy. At the end of the day, he is a backup quarterback who did what he had to do last year, did what he was called upon to do this year, and at the end of the day, that's all he is a backup quarterback. I love the guy. He's one of my favorite Eagles to ever play. But, dude, between him and the interception earlier today that started the Saints on this whole 20-0 run, I can't put anything on Jim Schwartz or the defense. They held the Saints to 20 points. They forced turnovers on the guy. They forced him into 3rd down and longs, and granted, they didn't stop most of them because it's the New Orleans Saints. Bro, you need to score more points, and you have the offense to do it. Golden Tate, Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, Nelson Aguilar didn't catch a freaking pass today. And what's happening? And you abandon the run in the 3rd quarter. You're just passing all the time. Like, it doesn't make sense. Alshon, okay, and here's the thing, as well as Alshon tipping that ball, he shouldn't have had, no, you do not, when it's 16 seconds left until 2-minute warning, and you have 2 timeouts, you have all you need, right? 2 minutes left, a 2-minute warning plus the 2 timeouts. Why are you rushing up to the pocket or to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 10 to run a play? You're being way too aggressive there. Like, that's not at all what you should be doing. What you should be doing at this point of the game, like last week, running the ball, running the clock down, scoring the game-winning touchdown, and giving Drew Brees little to no time. Okay? It doesn't make sense to me why you would try so hard to force that throw to Alshon. Like, granted, Alshon should have caught it, yes, and should have, made it, freaking 3rd and 1 coming back from the 2-minute warning, but it's the 2-minute warning. Take the moment to regroup with your offense, talk to Foles, talk to Jeffrey, talk to everybody, and be like, okay, it's 2nd down and 10. We got a timeout and 35 yards to go. Let's start this. Use the 2-minute warning to your advantage. Waste the time and actually get yourself situated. I mean, it just doesn't make sense why you tried no huddling up there to do that right at the 2-minute warning. That doesn't make sense to me. It happens any other time Alshon catch that, definitely, but you shouldn't have ran that play while the 2-minute warning should have been happening at that point. Like, it's just, that's just me. Garbage Eagles go home. Hey, we made it farther than you guys did. That's for sure. Listen, at the end of the day, Foles didn't play good enough. You can't talk bad about Alshon. I can't talk bad about Alshon. He just dropped the pass that just solidified them winning. At the end of the day, the offense did not do anything. Jeffrey did not step up. Foles did not play well enough. We abandoned the run, and we didn't do anything. We didn't score a single point after the first two drives. We didn't play a single snap inside the freaking, like, we weren't even ever again in the Saints, like, half of the field. From there 49 and on, we were never in there again until the missed field goal right there. And right then and there, you need to be thinking to yourself, let's play it slow, let's play it calmly, let's get down there, score a touchdown, and come out of here with the win. But instead, you're rushing, you're doing it so quick. Like, this game is on the head coach. It's not on the head coach, it's on our defense. You cannot tell me with everything that the defense did, you held the Saints to 20 points. You did your job. Your offense scored 2 touchdowns to start the game and nothing else. Why would Doug run a play there? Thank you. Someone has a brain. You don't run a play there. You get your team back and you talk about what you're going to do after the 2-minute warning. Save your timeouts. I don't understand what your thought process was. Slow it down. Play the game all throughout. Don't be doing this. Like, it doesn't make sense why you try forcing in a play when the 2-minute warning is literally 8, 7, 6, 5. It's literally seconds away. You need to slow down. Like, like, anybody can say what they want. Jeffrey should have caught that ball. Sure. You can say whatever the hell you want. You shouldn't be running a play there. Sean Payton knows. Drew Brees knows. You stop. You go to the sideline and you talk with your coaches. You talk with your offensive coordinator. You go. You slow yourself down. Situate yourself. And move forward after the 2-minute warning. That's what it should have been. I don't get it, man. I feel bad for Alshon. Because I can't put that on Alshon. If you're talking crap about Alshon, you need to leave. Because, yes, he should have caught that. But you shouldn't have been in that position. You should have been waiting. Because there's the 2-minute warning. Literally right there. To situate yourself. To find out what you're going to do. This entire team, this game, should have scored way more than 14 points. It's embarrassing that we didn't score more than 14, and that's on Doug and the game plan after the first 2 drives. Because the defense did its job. They held the Saints to 10 points in one half, 10 points in another. You couldn't have scored an easy 2 touchdowns. Easy 2 touchdowns. You did it before. Do it again. Score 2 touchdowns. Like, it makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. At the end of the day, the Eagles played one hell of a game. They played their hearts out this whole postseason. They weren't supposed to be in the postseason to begin with. So, kudos to the Saints because they got lucky. Like every other team that beat us this year got lucky because we're freaking injury prone on secondary and freaking running backs. We can't get a running back to last more than a year. We can't get corners that are either good enough or can stay healthy. It's such an issue. The Eagles need to fire Jim and Mike in the offseason, hire McCarthy as an offensive coordinator, and find a better defensive coordinator. Honest to God, you're freaking right about that. Like, if no one's going to give Mike McCarthy a coaching job, come to Philly, reunite with Doug, or whatever the hell, I don't even care. Just come to Philly, be an offensive coordinator, and, you know. Remember me? I don't even know who you are. Like, who are you? But now we have to wait another 8 months for first game. Yep, that's how football is. What about Malcolm Jenkins? I'm not some Illuminati BS guy, but Jenkins get money for this L today. Watch the game and look at Malcolm Jenkins playing. Bro, he's the only starter in our secondary. What more do you want him to do? Do you want him to cover everybody? He can't cover everybody. He's not even a corner. He's a safety. He's not supposed to be covering people like Mike Thomas. That's what somebody like Jalen Mills is supposed to do. But Jalen Mills is out with injury. Ronald Darby, out with injury. Rodney McLeod, out with injury. What do you want him to do? Like, that's the dumbest comment I've seen. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude or sound like an a-hole or anything. But, bro, Malcolm Jenkins this year was the only guy in our secondary that played a full 17, 18 games. Like, I can't put anything on him for leading this team, for being a leader when everybody else is gone. Like, what are you talking about, bro? At least you don't have Jason Garrett. Yeah, I feel bad for you guys, honestly. You guys had a good run, but hey. This is why I just watch the 76ers and don't like football. I can't watch the 76ers mostly because almost every game they win, they allow the team to come back after beating them by like 20-plus points. The fourth quarter, they come back. It's like, whatever. But, yo, like, Doug Peterson, bro. You've had some really good times, and now you've had some really bad times. I felt once Brooks went down, the whole mood changed. I'm sorry if it's frozen for you like it is me right now. But, yeah, that's a part of it. But just, like... At the end of the day, man, you as a head coach, you need to be making better decision making as a play caller, and at the end of the day, he wasn't doing that. So I'm gonna hop off because I don't need to say anything else. What I said and how heated I got, that's it. At the end of the day, like you cannot be forcing yourself into situations where you're at the 2-minute warning and you're just gonna keep playing, bro. He literally played like a. You trust me? You watched the game. Even my wife saw that. Dude, I'm not putting anything on Malcolm Jenkins. I can't put anything on him nor the defense today. I'm not saying Jim Schwartz doesn't deserve to be fired or at least reevaluated, but like, bro, it has nothing to do with only starter. Okay, then plug in somebody else at his position. See how well they're going to do. Bro, he did all he could. He did all he could. And with everybody else out, what else can you do? And at the end of the day, the defense did what they had to do. They limited the Saints to 20 points, 10 points per half. And you can't score another 14 or 17 points in the next half to win the game. That's BS. That's on the offense and the head coach. And I'm done. That's it. That's it.